Don't try to be a hero.
47 minutes in, and I've got to see somebody. And the idea is I know this place can't fix me, but I need to get on the road to recovery now.
Step one, complete. All right, leg update. Was able to sleep last night. Can wobble around, but there is definitely pain in there, and I want to get it fixed as fast as possible. Went to an urgent care center because my family doctor is always slammed. But as you know, in America, you always got to get a referral to go to the next guy. So hopefully I'm going to get a imaging referral soon. It's not a life or death situation, so you're not going to get your imaging today. So that means no real answers, and gonna have to get real creative on how to do my job and how to stay active and how to keep busy and how to keep earning. The adventure has only begun. No plans on having donuts. Here she is. Okay, so, but I definitely have some stuff to figure out because walking about is how I make all my content. For example, today I was going to head down to the park, do a little pop in there before I went and did an evening appointment that I have. So obviously that's not happening, but this is where I don't stress. My creativity got me through the pandemic. My creativity will get me through the calf-demi. So I'm going to figure this out. I'm creative enough to still make content, but definitely know that Saturday's Hey Brickey video is going to become a voiceover only video, which requires a lot more editing time because the beauty of recording my vocals in the park is that I always have a default A-roll of me speaking. So if there's not an image to show, or if I don't have time to find that much B-roll, the default is always me. So I try to pick the most personality moments, the moments that just feels better coming from a human. And then the moments when you don't need to see me that are very informational, or if I have something specifically to illustrate that idea, then I show the B-roll. Sorry, the Southern accent does kick in on my L's because I am from Louisville. Say it properly. It gets into an interesting thing where when you write a script and there's no default, that means every single second of the video you have to find something to show people, which takes a lot more effort and is the reason why my channel can do documentary style videos once a week, and then other channels that do documentary style videos normally post once a month, once a quarter, once a year, because that's the difference in the lift. So yeah, this channel is going to get more complicated, and the main channel is going to get more complicated, at least for this week. Just kind of thinking out loud with you, because now I'm seriously vlogging. I'm not like, okay, carving out 2 hours, going to tell a story in this location during this amount of time. Like, now it's a for real vlog. Remember when I started this channel and I said the plan was to have no plan? Full on embracing that right now. Middle of the day update. It is 2 o'clock. I have not heard anything from the imaging people, which is kind of how California works. Nobody ever calls you back. So I'm already predicting that I'm going to need to call the urgent care center tomorrow and be like, oh, that might be them. Hello?
Hey, it's Olivia Grant calling from Metro Tax Advisory. My phone number is 84...
No, it wasn't them. Damn. But here's the good news. I was able to drive myself to the CVS pharmacy. And when I drove home last night,
I was in an incredible amount of pain. And that really panicked me of like, man, if I can't even drive myself because of the angle that your right foot has to go on, I'm in bad shape. So I'm gonna go in CVS, I'm gonna pick up 2 different prescriptions. I don't even know if I'm gonna use either one of them. One's like a muscle relaxer and the other one's like an anti-inflammatory thing, but I don't know. Not really big on medication or any of that stuff, thus being straight edge, and I don't know, just like the human body freaks me out. Medicine freaks me out. Substance abuse freaks me out. It's no judgment against anybody else. I'm just kind of very mental when it comes to putting anything like that in my body. I don't know. Another topic for another day. There is this interesting thing that I always do whenever I go into a drugstore. I always pretend, what if your only place you could shop was a drugstore? Like, let's say for whatever reason you had to reboot your life and you only had access to go to a drugstore. Could you live off of it? Would there be enough clothing if you could only wear drugstore clothing? Would you be able to have an entertainment center? Could you furnish a small apartment? Like, sure, you could get food and meds and different supplies, but could you actually provide yourself, like reboot your life, if you could only shop at a CVS? I know that makes 0 sense, but somewhere in my mind, I'm like a survivalist. Like there's a part of my brain that always thinks about like, I could get through this situation. I could make it through this. And I've given myself this really weird scenario of, what if a drugstore was your only way to get by and survive? So I'm going to see, as I always do, what items are in there. But this is the first time I've ever like captured that part of my imagination. And then also, you know what we got to do? Disney merch search. How much IP can we find at the CVS? So we're gonna make some fun content while Papaw gets his script filled. Let's see how hard it is to get out of the car. Left foot, no problem. Right foot, oh God. Beth said that I walk like I'm walking my daughter down the aisle. By the way, I don't have a daughter, though. That's what makes it funny. All right, I could survive. They have black hoodies, which is my lifeblood. Never looked like a crazier person than filming toys and walking like this. I'm not opposed to wear leggings. I mean, ladies' jeggings. If I had to, I'd do it. Provided that sick Disney content, which was just like going to the park today, which was my original plan. Now let's get this prescription filled. Legs feeling a little bit better. I am number 8 in line, but there are 3 windows open, so it appears that CVS has a wide selection of massagers, personal massagers. One of those might come in handy. 4 minutes. Right. CVS on top of their game. So I have some good news. There were moments in there where it just felt like I could take off and walk like normal. So whatever I'm dealing with feels like it's working its way through. Oh, I will be so thankful if it's just a temporary blip and not like a multiple week situation. All right. Two prescriptions, don't know if I'm going to use them. It was like $12. So, you know, yay, spend $900 a month, and the one time you get sick, you get your prescriptions cheap. I bought this, some wrap to put on there, and then I don't really know what this stuff does, but a lot of people recommended it. So I got this KT tape. I'll try anything. This stuff was expensive. And then obviously, because I had to, they had moon pies at the counter, and no Southerner can pass up a moon pie. This is very bad for me. Sorry, Beth. I know sugar's inflammation, but you know, Southern folks can't resist. Hopefully you enjoyed the Disney content that I was able to make today and my bizarre, like, can I survive off of living in a CVS? I don't know why that's a part of my brain, but it is. And I'm on the day one road to recovery. This is where we say goodbye, and I'll see you tomorrow, maybe. I know this isn't the most riveting content, but I'm trying to do the best that I can. And if I am required to be off my feet for a long period of time, trust me, I've already been writing out and coming up with storylines and things that we can do together, even if I can't get out and get at it. So promise you, as always, consummate entertainer. I will bring my A game and give you the best that I can, because I sincerely appreciate you all showing up. And I can't believe how many of my friends watch this channel. The amount of text messages I got first thing in the morning from all my buds checking in on me, that really meant something. So, you know, your best friends don't comment. They don't always tell you good job or that you know, enjoyed the video. But to know that my friends can watch my content makes me feel like I'm doing something. Appreciate all the text messages, and also appreciate all the comments below of people wishing me well. And, you know, nobody razzed me. And I saw a lot of old skate dogs in there that knew exactly what I was going through. So it felt good to represent you, and it felt good to be seen. Okay, we'll figure this out together. Let's go. Cause the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon. Where you gonna go that I don't know soon? When the sun is on and I'll come back soon. Oh, that's not moon shadow. I'm being followed by a moon pie. Moon pie, moon pie. I feel better already.